like a lot. Any one of them would do a good job.
Mr. President, one more on Venezuela.
But I think you have a big cut because I don't think he can help but cutting. It's perfect for cutting. And the thing that he's hurting most is housing for people. But because we're doing well in everything. Energy's way down. Groceries are down. Everything, almost everything is way down. But housing, because of the Fed, is not what it should be. Okay, but it's not what it should be.
I'm sorry.
What about it?
Ahead of the UK?
Nothing. The trip to UK is going to be incredible. They've never done it before, twice honored. And that's because we had non-consecutive terms. You know that. You probably know that. But back in the days of Grover's leaving, I don't think they did this too easily. So we'll see. But this is the first time it's ever happened. And Windsor is supposed to be amazing. They've never used Windsor. They've never had Windsor for this. And they're going to be doing Windsor Castle. It's going to be very exciting. I think a lot of you are going with me. Are you going with us? Huh? Are you going with us, Maggie?
Not with you.
Good.
Just one more on Venezuela. The president of Venezuela called the strike on the boat illegal. Are you concerned that Maduro might escalate something?
No, what's illegal are the drugs that were on the boat and the drugs that are being sent into our country and the fact that 300 million people died last year from drugs. That's what's illegal.
Do you think he's not telling the truth when he said it was a fisherman's boat? Do you think that he's
give me a break. You could see it. You saw the bags of white everything right through the bags. It's nonsense. So we knew it before they even left. We knew it before they even left. We knew exactly where that boat, where it came from, where the drugs came from, and where it was heading. I mean, the problem is nobody's getting on boats anymore, so maybe that's a good problem.
Do you expect NATO to issue sanctions against Russia as you asked them to do over the weekend?
Well, they're not doing the job. NATO has to get together. Europe has to get together and do it. Look, Europe they're my friends, but they're buying oil from Russia. So we can't be expected to be the only ones that are, full bore. But Europe is buying oil from Russia. I don't want them to buy oil. And the sanctions that they're putting on are not tough enough. And I'm willing to do sanctions, but they're going to have to toughen up their sanctions commensurate with what I'm doing.
But just to clarify, you wouldn't move ahead until NATO moves ahead.
Well, I'm ready to move ahead, but they have to do it. I think they will. But right now they're talking and they're not doing. Look, they're buying oil from Russia. We're not buying oil from Russia. They're buying a lot of oil from Russia. That's not the deal.
So on Putin, 2 weeks ago you told us that you would decide who was more to blame for the impasse of the talks, whether it's Ukraine or whether it's Russia. How are you feeling right now?
But when you say impact of what?
The impasse. Sorry, but nothing has happened.
The impasse? It's not going to matter because when they go in, they're going to be very, very strong. So it's not going to matter.
When are you planning to...
Maggie, go ahead.
Mr. President, European nations do still buy, some of them buy natural gas from Russia. Would you like to see that pulled back as well?
That's not the deal, though. Okay. The deal is they're not whether it's natural gas or whether it's cigarettes. I don't care. They're not supposed to be buying